So once again, welcome everybody. First of all, I'll give a really brief one-line summary of each one of the chapters that we hopefully read this last time. Let me get my notes ready here. The first one title was called Enjoy the Silence. Enjoy the Silence. And it's talking about cell phones. And when we're talking on the cell phone, if we lose the connection, if we are disconnected, somehow we know. And that's what the story's about. Somehow we know. And this story explains how we know. How do we
Yeah, this
know?
is interesting story. Yeah.
It is, yeah, it is an interesting story. Talks about, we can add one word, Santa, white noise.
Comfort noise also.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. And the next story is feeling buzzed. And this doesn't happen to me, but I guess it happens to some people. People think their phones are vibrating, but they're not. And that's what the story's about. Too simple. The next one was unsilent pictures. And very interesting. In with most smartphones, we can hear the camera make a noise when we take a picture. But if we want, we can mute that noise. However, in Japan, you cannot mute that noise. The story tells us why. And the next story was chicanery. And chicanery was basically about subways only for women and why they need those cars. I want to make sure Santa gets this.
Sorry, I didn't get that at all. Can you say that again, please?
Yep. Chicanery is a story. Oh, let me know when you're
Okay,
ready.
something's wrong with my. Yep, ready.
Uh, a story about women only subway cars in Japan. And women only should have a hyphen. And the next story, giving no credit. Women in America had a hard time getting credit cards until 1974. That's so surprising to me. Very good. And the next story was reversing the charges. A brilliant Russian man made a wonderful contract that the credit card companies accepted without reading. And then add some exclamation points. I really like the story. And the next one, meal ticket. Russian dogs are just as smart as homeless people. I thought that was a great story. And the submarine subway. This story is about fish who love subways. Fish who love subways. And the final story, one's trash, comma, another's treasure. Uh, boxes. Let's see. How can I say this? Boxes mean money for some people. There you go. I think that's pretty good. I think if you listen to the stories, uh, you can pretty much understand what each one is about with just those little one-line mentions there. So we got a bunch of interesting things. We got some questions too, Santa. Can you show Valerie's questions? Mobile phones. Are mobile phones, whoa, are mobile phones allowed at school in your country? In your opinion, how old is old enough to have a cell phone? To have a cell phone? Do you check your messages while driving? Add a two in there, Santa, if you can. The questions about income. Once again, thank you so much to Valerie. Who is in charge of the household finances in your family? I really like that question. To have. How old is old enough to have a cell phone? Thank you. Is it common to have a joint account? Okay. And then recycling. Let's say your washing machine is out of order. What do you do with it? And what has been done in your country to limit household waste? You can get rid of the in that sentence. Excellent questions. Recycling is a really good topic too. I prefer income and recycling, but if anybody has something to add, I'll accept that, of course, too today, because we only have three people giving uh, their summaries. But that's fine. That's fine. No pressure. But I want other people to don't be afraid. These stories are really short. Okay, they're only 3 minutes long, 5 minutes long. Pick one, focus on it, and make a summary. And the idea for the summaries is that story in 3 sentences, 3, 4, maybe 5 sentences, keeping it short, and then we can discuss it. So this is the idea. And I'm going to start with Valerie with the unsilent pictures. Valerie, I assume you typed it?
No, I didn't. I had a busy week too.
No problem. Then I shall do the typing as you speak. Let me get ready.
Okay.
And now I'm ready. Valerie, go ahead. Tell us about unsilent pictures.
Okay. So we all know that all over the world you can make your phone get silent even when you want to take a picture. Actually, except in Japan, um, where a very well-known brand has decided to make his phone not silent when you want to take a picture. And they have done that to prevent, I will say, bad guys taking pictures of women and especially what they wear under their skirts. Um, I think it's a good idea to do that, but these bad guys are very clever and they find a way to get their phone silent just by using earbuds, and then they still can take pictures without the women being able to notice it.
Excellent job. Great job. Okay, I added a couple of words. This is the perfect size. What you did was great. I'm going to put it in the chat room. Oh, see, Gulia, what the heck, Gulia? Now you screwed up everything. All right, and let's make this a little bit bigger. Oh, earbuds. I thought that was one word. I think it is one word. Don't worry about it. Leave it as one word, please. Good. And Valerie, Santa, your screen is a little bit small. I don't know if everybody can see it. I have no problem, but I know Alex and Alexander, their eyesight is terrible. They're like grandfathers, so they probably can't see anything. But let me go ahead and have Valerie read what I typed one more time, please. Go for it.
Okay. We all know smartphones can be silenced even when taking pictures, except in Japan. No silence mode with iPhones to prevent perverts from taking pictures of women. I think it's a good idea, but the bad guys found out that using earbuds silences the phone.
Do you agree?
Yeah, It's
Excellent.
very
Excellent.
good. Perfect
Yeah, you did.
summary.
You did. It's perfect. So we got two dash. Santa, please add a dash. We all know smartphones can be silenced. Dash dash. It comes up as one dash. Copy and paste. Um, Santa, can you add a dash there? Thank you. Even when taking pictures, even when taking pictures, except in Japan. No silence mode. We can also say vibration mode, but there's vibration mode, there's regular vibration mode, and silence mode. So there are actually several modes. And it's the iPhone that they do this to prevent perverts. Valerie, what's a pervert?
A pervert is someone who has bad intentions when it comes to women, I will say, and try to harass women sexually.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It's not just men, it's women too. But
Yeah.
of course, the majority are probably men. I can't imagine women taking up pants pictures. of that. But yeah, so perverts, just to be fair, it is men and women equally, however. Great. So perverts from taking pictures of women, I think it's a good idea, but as always, the bad guys found out that using earbuds silences the phone. So an Apple, and I think the same was true in Korea, as far as I know. I don't think you could mute the camera sound from the iPhones in Korea. I don't believe you can. Uh, and the same thing, the same problem in Korea. Uh, but I didn't know that you can mute it in America. I've never tried muting the camera sound. It's interesting. So for me as an American with my first iPhone in Korea, I just assumed that all around the world you could not mute the camera sound. I didn't realize it was exclusive to Japan and Korea. I assume in your country, I'm guessing you don't know, or can you mute the sound? Do you know?
No, I have a phone that just take pictures. I have a very old phone. I
You
don't need
have a dumb phone.
just a phone. Yes, just a phone. Not take pictures or things like that. So
So
I cannot go on the internet with my phone.
you have a dumb phone, not a smartphone.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm very happy with it.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. We have somebody with, I think it's
Yeah,
Mahmoud.
I
Mahmoud has joined. Hi, Mahmoud.
Hi.
Welcome to the book
This is
club,
my
Mahmoud.
thank you. This is my first time, so I don't understand anything.
That's okay. Well, you joined a little late, but basically we are making a summary of the stories we listened to. Have you listened to the book? Have you listened to the stories?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Today, like Alex and Alexander, the other men who don't do anything, just go ahead and listen to the Hangout, and perhaps next week you can join in with a summary, okay?
Okay, may I? Okay.
Yeah,
Hi,
hold on.
I'm
Let
also
me,
Elaine.
wait, Eva,
Uh,
let me finish with Mahmoud.
okay.
Did you understand what I said?
I don't hear you. Your voice
My voice was breaking.
disappeared.
Okay,
Yeah, now okay.
okay, good. So Mahmoud, yeah, thank you, Santa. So Mahmoud, we're making a summary of the stories we listened to. Thanks, Santa. Edie,
Mm-hmm.
listened to. Sorry, up. There you go. Today, like Alex and Alexander, you can just listen to the Hangout. But later, you can, of course, join the discussion. Okay, Mahmoud?
Okay.
Okay, great, great. And let me say hi to Eva also. Eva joined. How are you doing, Eva?
Um, I'm not feeling well.
Uh,
I don't know. I'm very strange because I wanted to, but today I joined Alex and Alexander because I had so busy week that I couldn't cope with everything. And okay,
No
first time
problem,
I
no
started
problem.
homework. Yes.
Eva was partying all week long, so she's tired. No
No,
problem.
no, it's not about partying, but
I
okay, you
know.
can think that.
Okay, so once again, so we just finished Valerie. She made a great summary. Can you go back, Santa? I just want to hit review for everybody to Valerie's summary. So we're talking about unsilent pictures. Yeah, thank you. And
Mm.
this is, and everybody, please mute your microphone. Please mute your microphone, and that'll help the listening experience. So Valerie's story was, we all know smartphones can be silenced, even when taking pictures, except in Japan. No silence mode with iPhones to prevent perverts from taking pictures of women. I think it's a good idea. But the bad guys found out that using earbuds silences the phone. Does everybody understand everything? Earbuds, no problem? Great. Now, let me go to Gulia. Gulia is going to tell us about reversing the charges. She lied to Valerie, forced Valerie to talk about unsilent pictures, and she's going to talk about reversing the charges. Santa, do that later, please.
Yes, very.
Santa,
I didn't know, yes, the title of my story. That's why
no,
I'm
that's
sorry
okay.
about it.
That's
Okay.
okay. I'm sorry, and I apologize to Santa too. Santa, you can do whatever you want. I am ready, Gulia.
Shane, let Alex do work. Alex, please come here and take Camila.
Now, let me ask
Alex.
Julia, did you type your summary or
No, unfortunately, no, but I have some ideas in my head, so I would like to share with you.
absolutely?
Alex, just a second. Alex, he's not coming.
He's
What are
busy.
you doing, Alex?
Come get Camila.
Take a minute, please. Okay.
All right, here we
So,
go. Let's go for it.
just,
This is once again reversing the charges. Go ahead.
yes, Kachin, just a little introduction, and then I will come back to summary. Can I?
Okay.
Because it will help me, okay? The introduction. So, the period of 2000 to 2012 was the period of mass usages of the bank credits in Russia.
Was a period of
And period of mass usage of credits. How to say it?
so the credit business really grew.
Yeah. And because of the uneducation in financial area of the major citizens of Russia, especially in the beginning of 2000, the bankers were wealthy, and the citizens of Russia had a very, very tough time because they were cheated by the bankers. Why? Because they wrote with the very, very tiny words the stuff about the penalties, fines, and a big, big interest. And because of the people have now the habit of taking the credits, so they were uneducatable in this area. Can I say it like this?
Yep, that's
Yes.
really good.
Yes, and unfortunately, yes, even my sister and my brother get to this. I don't know how can I say to this deal with the bankers, you know. And but this coming to the summary, this story
Okay,
is about.
wait. Now,
Okay.
let me give this to Santa, and
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have Santa please put this up as I wrote it. And I
Yes.
want, wait, and I want
Uh-huh.
Julia to read that and then explain or add anything if you want to. Go ahead, Julia, one more time, please.
From 2000 to 2012, 2012 was a period of great growth in the credit industry. People weren't educated in this business, so the banks made so much money off the citizens who were cheated. The fine print in these contracts killed them. Even my sister and brother were victims of the bank system, bankers,
Okay,
banksters,
all right.
banksters.
I
And Kochen, and
I need
uh-huh.
to fix problems. I made mistakes. It was a period of great growth in the credit industry. People weren't in the Santa in the Russian credit industry,
Yes, yes, in Russia.
and I got more. Just a second. People weren't educated in this business. People change people to citizens
Mm-hmm.
and change business to area.
Maybe in financial area.
Right, right. So much, so the banks made so much money. Oh, not of, it should be off the citizens who were cheated. The fine print, and can you put fine print in italics? The contracts killed them. And
It
great, okay.
includes the interest, fines, penalties, all stuff, yes?
Yeah, we call that fine print, exactly. Yep.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the
Okay, and in nowadays, and to finish this story is to finish this my idea. In nowadays, the law, so the how to say the bank system of credits is under the law.
okay, so
So
nowadays,
government, yes,
okay, hold on. Now, so Santa typed this. Nowadays, the credit system is regulated.
regulated, yes, yes,
Okay, now it's time for the summary, right?
yes. And this story is the controversial of how Russian guy cheated the bank called Tinkov. He just received this. He just received the contract, changed, copied it, copied, copied this, made a copy and rewrite the terms of the contract and made it with the zero interest and with a big penalties, but from the banker's side. And I'm glad, to be honest, I'm glad to hear this because I want to say that this story, unfortunately, have no any result according to the contract. But this was the attempt of the one of the citizens to answer of the how to say it to the bankers who which cheated the citizens so many years.
Great, great, great.
Yeah.
Okay, it's too short. Oh, but hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still saying.
Kochan, to be honest, I think the bankers just gave some money to this guy to deal with this,
Right,
not
right, right,
proceed with
right.
this view, yeah.
Okay, so you left out a little bit in the middle, and I'm going to add it.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up. Okay, and I added a sentence, and I'm going to give it back to you. I'm going to give it to Santa, and I want Santa to please copy and throw that up there. This is the summary of the story, and I added a sentence in the middle. We need that sentence. Gulia, Go ahead and please reread that.
The story is the controversy of how a Russian guy cheated the banks. He received a contract, copied it, and made some fine print changes to his advantage. They ended. Just a second. They ended up in court, and the result was they called it even. I really liked the story. Unfortunately, he never gained from the contract, but it showed a small victory against the banksters who cheated the citizens for many years. Yeah.
That's an excellent summary. Really excellent job.
Thank you.
Do you understand bankster?
Yes, it's like bank gangsters.
Yes, exactly. Bank gangster. And Marwa asks, what does it mean, called it even? So what does called it even mean?
Called it even.
Does anybody can answer? It doesn't have to be Guria.
It means okay.
Anybody?
I think they closed this issue.
No, yes, but no. Call it even has a special meaning.
I think they deal with this. They come to agreement.
Not good enough. Santa, go ahead.
It's like concluding that it's now fair on both sides.
Mm,
Both parties
mm,
got
okay.
fair deals.
That's true. I want more though.
Even Steven, yeah.
Even Steven, that's right. What does even Steven mean, Alex?
It means that you have your win, something like that. You win something and you lose something and you win something and you
It balances out.
Yes, balances out, yeah.
There you go. That's right. That's right. To call it even means, okay, you lost and I lost. Let's just stop right there. You won and I won. Let's just stop right there. You won and I lost and you won, whatever. Let's just stop. Let's stop the argument. We're even. We're done with each other. This is the idea when you call it even, okay? In other words, the revenge stops. The fighting stops. That's the idea. When you call it even if you're losing or even if you're winning, if you say, let's call it even, the fighting stops, the revenge stops. Yeah, Sandy, you're doing a great job.
But if you say come to agreement, doesn't it mean the same?
No, come to agreement means, yeah, calling it even is the agreement. Okay, so they come to agreement. Oh, what did they agree? They called it even. So it's different. Do you understand? So I'll type it out. They came to agreement. What was the agreement? They called it even. Okay, I put that in the chat room. So calling it even is the agreement, but they came to agreement. Oh, what was the agreement? We don't know. They called it even. Aha. So they just agreed.
Okay, I understood. Okay, I understand that this right.
Marwa, do you understand calling it even?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? That's a really good summary. That's a tough story to give a short summary to.
I confused between
exactly.
between the bank name and the guy name.
That's right. And you know, when you give a summary, try not to use names. Try not to use names. In Valerie's summary, I did use iPhone because we can compare iPhone and Android phones and all the other phones. So I did use that particular brand. But here, the name of the guy and the name of the bank wasn't actually important. But being Russian was important because it happened there. Yes.
I have a question. I remember in one of the DTM there was about Seinfeld. There was Kramer and Jerry. They were in a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Kramer said, "Let," and Jerry said, "Let's call it even."
Yeah.
After they have had a dinner and have to pay for it.
Yep.
Do you remember that
Yep.
series?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll explain it.
I also remember.
Good. So I'll explain it. Let me type it out here. I'm going to type it in my thing here. So in DDM, Jerry, who was he talking to? You remember who he was talking to? I think it was Kramer. He told his friend, I'll just say his friends, let's call it even, as they were paying for lunch. In this case, Jerry paid for everything, and the others ate for free. I can't remember the exact situation. The implication was the friends should shut up and Jerry will pay money. That makes it even. Balanced. So fine. So I'm going to copy this and give it to Santa, and I'm going to read it again. Yeah, sometimes it means to split, but not in that Seinfeld case, I don't think. I can't really remember exactly. So in DDM, Jerry told his friends, let's call it even, as they were paying for lunch. In this case, Jerry paid for everything, and the others ate for free. Is that even? No, it's not even. Jerry's the loser. But the implication was the friends, I can't remember, but something like they should shut up and Jerry will pay money. That makes it even. So even though Jerry loses money, he wins in that the situation is over. I can't remember the situation, but the situation was over. That makes it even. So he lost money, but the situation is over, so it's done. It's finished. So that's the idea. Yeah, a lot of these expressions we come across in Seinfeld. So not just Seinfeld, in DDM and in Perf. So it's a big advantage, that's for sure. Alex, go ahead. Alexander?
The situation, as I remember, was they ate lunch, and for example, he ate turkey, and Jerry ate sandwich, and of course, it's at different prices.
Yeah.
And they were trying to pay, and that series, Jerry always was even. If he lose, he after that he catch something for free.
Okay, I'm sorry. We got a bad connection. Eva, can you please mute your microphone? It's very hard to hear other people. We have to keep our microphones off. Otherwise, it gets complicated. Hold on a second. There we go. Thank you. Alexander, one more time. So Jerry had a sandwich and the other guy had turkey. And go ahead.
For example, Jerry, for example, had a sandwich and Kramer had a turkey. It's different prices. For example, $5 and $10, and Jerry said, "Let's go it even."
Yeah, I can't, but that's what I'm saying. There was some other situation that there were the topic or whatever. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, Jerry was saying, "I'll quit talking about it. Shut up. I'll just pay for it. It makes it easier." Alex, Alexander, you're gonna have to try and find that situation if you can. But yes, there's definitely some benefit in it for Jerry. By paying for Kramer, there was some benefit to him. So even though he lost money, whatever the situation was an advantage for Jerry. That's why he said, let's call it even.
It wasn't split 50-50, no?
No, that's why, yeah, it wasn't split 50-50. Jerry lost money, but I can't remember what it was. But anyway, to him, even though he lost money, it was better than Kramer paying. Or he didn't care, okay?
Okay.
I couldn't. I could do a summary? Okay. We'll get to that later. Let me go right now to Marwa. I don't, well, actually, unless you want to do one of the next ones. Santa, which one were you able to give a summary? And I'd love to hear it. Enjoy the silence. Okay, I'll have you go at the end then. Well, let's have Marwa go first. Marwa is going to talk about the submarine subway.
Yeah, the submarine subway. I write my summary in the paper. I write the summary in the paper, in my paper.
Okay, then I have to type. No problem. Go ahead, Marwa.
I'm sorry.
No, not a problem.
The MTA is the responsible for the transit of the Big Apple.
I'm sorry. Wait. The what?
The New York City, the Big Apple.
Yeah. Start the first word. What's the subject? The NCA.
The MTA, yeah. The Metropolitan Transit Authority, the MTA.
Okay, yeah, I thought you said NCA. Yeah, MTA, the MTA. Okay.
Yeah. More than 6,000 vehicles have 30 or 40 lifespan, and then they go to sleep with the fishes. Really. The MTA runs a program to turn disused subway cars to artificial reefs. They clean it, remove the hazardous materials, and throw them to the ocean. It is not only good way to dispose those vehicles, but also it received it revived the Atlantic fishing industry and increased the local fish population by 400 times.
Excellent job. However, Marwa did a great job. But let me say, Marwa gave us lots of specific information. Okay? The numbers and things like that. You gave us lots of difficult, very specific vocabulary too. Very good stuff, really excellent. But it sounded less like a summary and more like a synopsis. Let me talk about this again. Synopsis and summary. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My spelling was wrong. Synopsis and summary. Pronunciation is the same. So synopsis is a brief. Oh boy, how do I say it? What's the difference? I have to think about this. I'm going to use the dictionary. You gave us too much information, Marwa, is what I want to say. And what you gave us was a synopsis. Definition. Hold up, please. A general survey. I don't like how they do this. A condensed statement. I'm using the dictionary. Hold up. Synopsis versus summary. Yeah, thank you. This is what I'm looking at. So what a summary does is it's a very general very general statements about the story. Okay? A summary, not a synopsis, a summary. Very general statements about the story. And a synopsis is more
Detail.
very precise statements about the story. Does that make sense? Marwa, do you understand the difference there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Detail, numbers, and
Yes. Detailed. That's right, detailed. So a synopsis will give you numbers. A summary will give you themes. A synopsis gives you details, numbers, and a summary gives you themes. Yes. And I want the themes. I don't care about the numbers as much as the feeling. So, does that make sense, Marwa?
yeah.
Okay, so Marwa, I know you know the story. Put away what you wrote down and once again, tell me about the submarine subway, but tell me as though you're telling a 7-year-old child, okay? So go from the beginning, and I'm 7 years old. Tell me about this story.
Okay. It's about recycling the transit system of New York City. This vehicle has a lifespan.
Oh, a lifespan. We don't know lifespan.
Okay. And after that, I want to say that they threw them to the ocean to as an artificial reefs. So
Artificial what?
reef.
Keep going. Good job. Good job.
Good job. Okay. And this not only good for this recycling, but also to enrich the fishing industry.
Great. I'm fixing this up. Okay. This is excellent. What you did was excellent. Now I added a sentence and I'm going to put it, excuse me, I had the hiccup suddenly. I'm going to put it in the chat room and I want you, Santa, please copy that and I want you to read that for us and tell me if you agree. You guys, like I told you, summaries sound really simple, but actually making summaries is really tough, especially with Coach Shane, because Coach Shane is mean. He wants perfection. So Marwa, read this one more time, please.
Okay. From where?
The story.
The story is about recycling subway cars in New York City. Old subway cars are thrown into the ocean. Why? As artificial reefs. Artificial reefs fish. Love reefs.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is confusing. Santa, as artificial reefs dash, add 2 dashes. I always forget that copy and paste doesn't work for formal. So the intonation, as artificial reefs.
Okay.
Love reefs.
Okay, I love this statement. So many fish have moved into the subways, and even the fishing industry has greatly improved.
How is that?
Okay, excellent.
No, and you did a great job too. I just added a little bit, but do you see from what you did, the synopsis, and this, the summary, do you see the difference?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and once again, I'm not being critical. I'm just telling everybody that there is a difference and there is an art. So sometimes if Marwa had been talking to city planners, then her story was perfect. But if Marwa had been talking to regular people, children, then the story was too difficult. But this story for regular children is perfect. But for recycling people, it's too boring. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Good. So we have to think about our audience. Does our audience want a synopsis or do they want a summary? We need to think about that. If you're talking about a book, should you give a summary or a synopsis? It's a really different thing to talk about. And here, once again, I want summaries. I want you guys, so the easiest way to think in the future when we do more summaries, the easiest way to think is you're talking to a 7-year-old child. You're talking to your child or your niece or your nephew. How will they understand the story? That's why I was teasing Marwa about artificial reefs, because actually that a little bit difficult, but that's okay. That's fine. We're not children. But that's why I added fish love reefs. It's a difficult word. But yeah, you don't have to
I
imagine
didn't
children.
understand you in the first time.
You did great.
Okay.
Let me go back and.
There is no easier word than reefs?
Well, not really. It's a very specific word. There's a word called coral, Coral, and I
Right.
think many children probably know coral more than reefs, but actually, coral and reefs sometimes are similar and sometimes they're different. But that's about the only word that might be replaced. But reefs is the perfect word, Marwa.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alex, that's actually a
Thank you for
good, I like
processing.
Alex's definition. A summary is about making a short story around the main idea. Alex, like your wife said, you're kind of smart sometimes. I'm teasing Alex. I know he knows it. Uh, any questions on Marwa's summary here? And once again, Marwa, if you could you type your synopsis and send that, and then Santa can include that? Is that possible?
Ah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I just want that to be included so people who get the newsletter can see the difference, because I didn't type your synopsis at all. It was too difficult. And it'll be nice for people to compare what I'm trying to get through. And as Gulia said last week, I did talk about the same thing with her. She was getting too technical, too much information when I wanted just a simple summary. Okay,
Great. Okay, great.
thank you very much. Well, let's go ahead and go to Santa then. Santa, you know what? I'm not going to Santa. I'm sorry, you're fired because of
What?
time.
All right, we can just do questions. I think that way Mahmoud can talk or something.
Exactly, exactly. We want to give everybody a chance. So Santa, let's go to Valerie because they're Valerie's questions. And Valerie, once again, your work and devotion to the book club is so excellent. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Valerie, you have 3 subjects: mobile phones, income, and Santa, recycling. Thank you. Valerie, pick one of these for us. And
Mhm. Okay. I will talk a bit about income, just to say that I have always been in charge of the household finances in my family, and I think it can be. It's not a matter of being a man or a woman. It's just the ability we have, and I really like that. I really like being in charge of that. I think we of course have to discuss about the expenses between all the members of the family. But when it comes to paying the bill, making everything very clear, I just enjoy doing this kind of stuff.
so you have a talent for doing it too, it sounds.
Yeah, I just like it. I think my mother used to do it, so perhaps I learned a lot from her.
I was going to
And
ask you, what about in your mom and dad's family? Your mother did it.
yeah, my mother did it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point. So let me ask the other ladies, Gulia, Eva, Santa, Marwa, do you do the finances in your family? Let's start with, I'll go to alphabetical. Let's start with, okay, Gulia. Gulia, go ahead. We'll start with Gulia.
Okay, in our family, yes, and I can say that I'm good in finance, not only in our family. I also,
That's
for
your area.
example, I help to my mother, to my sister in some areas.
Oh, that's great.
Especially, for example, concerning the bankers, I'm helping to my brother, my sister to understand some digits, numbers, to understand how much they should pay, or is it good or not. So.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. So you're not only managing your family's finances, but you're also helping your extended families.
Yeah.
That's great. That's wonderful. Yeah, you need a smart person to do that. Let me ask, and I'm not to skip over, but just to move along, let me ask Marwa. Marwa, do you take care of your family's finances?
My finance, yes, and I help them sometimes.
So you're also in charge of the family's money.
Yeah, sometimes, but the main responsible is my father. But I'm working, and I can manage my finance.
Okay,
And,
so I'm sorry,
a little
Mara.
bit.
I'm sorry, Mara. Are you single or are you married?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So so as a single woman, you're taking care of your money
Yeah,
and you're helping dad a little bit too.
yeah, and my brother.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And Santa, what about you?
I take care of my shopping. I'm basically in charge. I watch my shopping. Basically, that means I take care of my finances.
Right, right,
I
right.
don't. My mom's in charge of my families, which means just my dad and mom, and
Ah.
that.
So, wow, this is interesting, guys, and I'm going to talk to the guys in a second, because in my family, my dad has complete control over the finances. My mom has a credit card and stuff like that. But my dad, it's not because he's a man. He just has complete control over the finances. It's not a chauvinistic thing. It's just that's the way it is. So me, as the son, I always thought that that's what was normal, that dads, I'm sorry to say this, I'm old, I sound like an old-fashioned guy, but dads go out and work and dads take care of the money, was kind of my thoughts. So let me ask.
This is perfect. Not an
Yeah,
old fashioned.
yeah, I know. Let me ask Mahmoud. Mahmoud, are you single or are you married? Mahmoud, if you're there, I know people sometimes fade out. You have to click on your microphone button to make it green, because right now I cannot hear you if you're There you go.
I'm single.
You're a single. You're another young single guy. So you control.
No, no. I before I have wife, now I don't have wife.
Oh, I see. I see. So
I divorce. What? Divorce.
right, right, right. So, when you were married, who controlled the finances?
Me.
You're like my dad.
I
You
I
control.
I control finances.
Very good, very good.
Really, I don't know what mean finances.
The household money. And so Mahmoud, and I'm going to write this down, and I'll copy it and paste it. When we talk about finances, we talk about paying bills, buying houses, investing, retirement, getting loans, all of that type of information. Do you understand, Mahmoud?
Yes.
And Mahmoud, you sound like my dad, and me too. And when it comes to stuff, paying bills, buying houses, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not buying houses, or investing, or retiring, but getting loans and paying bills. Yeah, that's me too. Let me ask Alexander. Alexander, who takes care of the money in your family?
What do you think?
Your wife.
I never guess.
You?
I'm like your dad. And you know what? My mom and my father, that was a completely different story because she always had finances.
Ah, so your mother.
Because dad was terrible at it, and in my family, I do that job,
Oh, this is interesting. So this is great.
and
So
there wasn't another choice.
so in Alex's mom and dad's situation, mom controlled the finances because dad was terrible. But in Alex's situation, it's the opposite. It's Alex is good with the finances. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's great. I like that. I like that. Let me ask Eva.
Yeah.
Eva,
And
what
that's
about
not
you?
easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that's about big decisions we do together with my husband, and smaller things. It depends, but I'm not very good with numbers and finances. I think that I am financially literate.
Perfect. No, that's great. Yeah. I'm going to add that. This is such a great, this is, I think, very typical in America too. Big decisions together, small things, he's better, he's more, and I'm not going to say you're illiterate. I'm going to say, my husband, my husband is more financially literate than I. I'll say it like that. That's the nice way to say it.
But you know that when there are some bills, I ask him to pay because he does uh, e-banking.
Yep. He
Yes, I
balances
ask
things,
him.
right?
So,
Yeah.
and I have to control if he did that because he forgot very often.
Ah, so you have to remind him. He does it.
Yes,
You need to
yes.
remind him.
I have to have it in my head, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not this.
Oh, I'm gonna write this. Oh, he does the small stuff, but I need to nag him about it. Santa, can you copy that and put that on me? You can put it on her. You can put it on hers. And Eva, just to make sure, you guys, if you have any questions about vocabulary, let us know. Eva, is that right?
Yes. So I'm not sure. It's not like that. But he does the small stuff. He also makes decisions about investment when we
Sure, sure,
speak
sure,
about
sure, sure.
bigger things.
Yeah, but when I say small stuff, I really do mean like the electric bill, the water
Oh yes,
bill.
it's small. It's small. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
for example, the car, it's not so small.
Right. And of course he'll take care of that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Santa agrees. I'd guess Eva's answer is very true for most families. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, I mean,
I
if you're
think
gonna buy a car, if you're gonna buy a car, the husband is not gonna go out and bring a car home. I guess he might. The wife might do the same thing, but usually that's a decision that both people make.
especially color.
Yes, especially the color. Very good, very good. There you go. Gulia says the same thing. In our family, big decisions, both of us, but small decisions, me. There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. And my dad, believe it or not, my dad does all of it. He does the small and the big. He pays the electric bill. He pays the grocery bill. He does the investing, everything. My mom is like a little princess. Especially for choosing the color. Great job. Very good. Um, Now, I know I cut some of you off from your sentences. I apologize. I wanted to give everybody a chance to speak. That's why. But now we're done. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to add anything. Marwa, did you want to add something?
No.
She's lucky. My mom, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
I
she
want
would
to stay
agree.
home. Yeah, I want to stay home.
Oh yeah, my
That's
mom
great.
loves that. Does that now? I know Alexander, you were going to say something, but I cut you off, and I apologize. Alexander, did you want to add something?
Yes, I want, but my wife right here, and I can't. Really?
I love
Maybe
it.
another time.
Alexander, Santa, this is what
Poor
Alexander said.
guy.
I want to add
Personal.
something, but my wife's next to me.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm using earbuds. But
Ah,
now
okay, okay.
it's here my wife.
I love it. She needs to join our class. She can join the book club. It's lots of fun.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, I know. In time, in time. Take her on more trips, okay?
okay, definitely, yeah.
Anything else? Okay.
Coaching.
Yes, go ahead, Gulia.
I just want to say that today I received the contract translated into English from Russian from the specialist professional translator. And you know, it's about the numbers. You said as always that the numbers are important.
Yeah.
And almost in every number there was a mistake.
Oh
Do
my.
you imagine? And this is the professional translator who is making the translation for money.
Unbelievable. That's what
Yeah.
happens. It's
Yeah, gotcha.
so yeah, I'm glad you caught it. Yeah, I'm glad they gave
Yes, and it was like I suddenly remind your words, you know, that numbers are important.
numbers, like I said, I say this in DDM all the time. Do not make mistakes with numbers. Whether you're a tourist, buying a souvenir, a doctor, an engineer. We've got Mahmoud, who's an architect. If the numbers are wrong, the buildings fall down. I mean, numbers are so important. You guys gotta really be careful with numbers. Good job, Gulia. Way to find those mistakes. Santa, take
There's
us.
also,
Oh.
there are also great bonus facts
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
yeah.
course, and I see many YouTube and Wikipedia. I read some details in Wikipedia and on YouTube, and I share it in the community, the Google Plus community.
I saw that. That is so excellent. I really love seeing your comments there. I think it's really important. Um, and and getting people encouraged and interested. Marwa, you're doing such a great job.
Thank you.
Eva, go ahead, Eva. Eva wants to add something about phones and taking pictures. Go for it.
Oh, yes, I joined at the time you were talking about smartphones and dumb
Yeah.
phones. I'm the owner of dumb phone, and it was the situation with my granddaughter. We were doing something, and I said, "Oh, what a shame! I don't have a camera." And she's 4.5, and she told me, "Use your phone."
Oh no.
Yes.
And you were like, I don't have a smartphone. It's a dumb phone.
Yes, yes, that's it.
Oh, and she was sad. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, it's funny. My mom also has a dumb phone, but the dumb phone has a camera, but we don't know how to move the pictures on the dumb phone to the computer. So they're a waste of pictures. Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. Now, Santa, can you take, I'm sorry to interrupt. Uh, I'll let you finish that. And take us to the schedule when you're done.
I didn't get what Eva said. Please tell me.
I'll tell you when we're done here. I'll give it to you when we're done. Back at the top. Okay, so today, of course, is December 3rd, and we went through the stories Enjoy the Silence to One's Trash, Another's Treasure. And hold on, let me open my audio book just to verify the chapter.
No, wait. They're fruit. Meaning, and instead is defined loosely by in line for justice.
Okay.
The cost of going to the Supreme Court.
So the next audio chapter is 69. In the line of, I think that's it. Is that right? Oh, no, I'm confused. Let me make sure. In the line of justice. I think that's right. Oh, no, 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 no. It's going to be 65. In the line of fire. Sorry, I've been listening to too many. Hold up.
One's trash. One in the lime of fire.
Okay, chapter 66. We start with chapter 66. Sorry, Santa. Audio chapter 66. In the lime of fire. To Bush Market. That's about 8 or 9 chapters later. That's what we're going to be discussing next week, and it should be on Thursday. So once again, I want you guys to listen to the next 8 or 9 chapters. Listen to them. And if you want to choose one to make a summary and you want to make sure nobody else does, then listen quickly, choose your chapter, and then tell Santa. Email Santa, and Santa will email everybody else. For example, Alex is going to do chapter 67 and give the title. The title is the most important, the title of the story. That's the most important. So you can go ahead and tell us which one you want to do. Yeah, so that's what's going to be happening next week. And you can see the schedule there. Show us the schedule again, Santa. So the 10th next week, then the 17th, and then in January, we've got 2 dates, the 8th and the 15th. And then there will be no book club for a couple of weeks. There'll be no book club for a few weeks because I'm moving. Yay! I'm very excited, very happy to move. So just to let you know, that's what's happening. Any questions about anything?
I just wanted to welcome Mahmoud, I don't know how to pronounce the word, and Alexander. I think it's nice to have guys at the book club.
There you go. It's very nice to have guys, and I hope they give summaries next week. Alexander, where are you from? I know, but nobody else does.
Belarus.
From Belarus. Very good. From Belarus, which is between Russia and Poland, right? Latvia and Russia.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Russia,
And Mahmoud?
yeah.
Yes.
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Thank you, thank you. Mahmoud, where are you from?
I'm from Yemen. My father from Yemen. My mother from Egypt. I have two nationality, but I live in Saudi Arabia.
My goodness. So your father's from Yemen, your mother's from Egypt, and you live in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
You are an international man. So how long have you lived in Saudi Arabia?
I born in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
All
okay.
my life.
Okay, so your mom and dad also live in Saudi Arabia?
With my mom. My dad is died before 1 year.
Oh,
1 year ago.
I'm
He's
sorry
died.
to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, once again, Mahmoud and Alexander, I'm so happy that you've joined us in the book club, and I hope that you join us again next week, along with everybody else, okay? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Take care, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye. Thanks, Santa. Thanks, everybody. Thanks.
Welcome, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, Coach Shane. Thank you, Santa. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you so much, Santa, everyone. Thank you. See you next week.
Yes, see you next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, Coach, and bye, Santa. Bye, guys. See you next time. Bye.